So Lance Irving from Irving Builders. We're located down at 316 Bells Road in West Melton, out in rural Canterbury. I grew up on a farm down in South Canterbury myself in my younger days, and my father was very hands-on, so I learnt building skills from right from a young age right through. So it was just a natural progression, really. Been running my own company now for 11 years. We typically do complex renovations and repairs and new builds on the hill with a multi-skilled team. Get into the business side of building more. I've come through into the building business game from learning the skills as a carpenter, and then as we all know, getting into business is getting into business, and there's a whole lot of other stuff around leadership and management and everything else. And you need systems and structures, which is a lot of what I see in our industry. We don't have that training in New Zealand for good carpenters coming through and going out and setting up business for themselves. So we've put in Buildertrend. It's been a huge transformation. It's like a central hub for all our project info. Right from sales through to finishing the job off and signing off, all communication is done in there, and so nothing gets lost, and that's a massive saving in time. And that's been quite a challenge to stay disciplined to that. But sales and marketing for sure has been another one right up there with Buildertrend. Before I joined TPB, I don't think we ever had one referral or inquiry from our website. So that was a bit of an issue. Most of the work we were getting was coming through from work we'd done, and that's all good. That's often the case, but in today's environment, people want to know more. They want to see behind the scenes. They want to do their own homework. So if you've got a good presence, a good website, things like that. So that's been huge. We employed a QS full-time 7 months ago now, just over 7 months ago. Prior to that, it was my operations manager and myself doing the pricing. So it was about taking on a little bit more workload initially and bringing in the junior that we've got, and he's now going really well. He's really stepping up, and that's really streamlined our systems within the office. We've got our admin girl helping. We're doing manuals for how Irving Builders price things. We're doing manuals for how Irving Builders does boxing and standing frames and doing trusses, and it's really gone right through the business, the whole mentality. And I think it's a lot of the time not writing a document. Sometimes things change in building quite a lot. It's having discussions with the guys about how things are done efficiently. It's not going around cracking the whip every day to make them go faster. It's helping them understand how to do things more efficiently, so that they don't have to keep asking that same question. So that's quite powerful. Just clarity. I've come up here today on my way on holiday with the kids for all of next week. And I caught up with an operations guy yesterday after work for half an hour, and everything's sorted. I talked to my accountant on Thursday. We're all good there. GST's due to be paid at the end of this month, and just all those things that I probably used to worry about when I would go away on holiday. I'm not going to talk to anyone at the business for the week. I'm going to have time with the kids and unwind, and that's not happened before, I have to say. Our GP was around 21%, I think, when I joined, which is reasonably quite high for the industry. We're doing quite well, but we were working hard. If you think of a mouse in a wheel, we were running that wheel hard out, and really only performing like we are now. So now we've slowed the wheel down, and the GP's actually gone up. We're sitting at 24%. People aren't working so hard, not under so much pressure. There's a bit of structure come into places. Holding people accountable more. I'm feeling it, and it all starts at the top, doesn't it? Leadership. Yeah. I'm feeling less stressed, so I've got more time to think clearly. Lots more time. Prior to joining up, the kids were finishing at school and going to after school care, and I'd pick them up from there at 5 when Marianne started back at work. That was just probably about the same time as we joined TPB. And now I take them out, I pick them up, they come up off the bus, and I spend that 2 or 3 hours, do their dinners with them and stuff on 2 days a week, and do it quite comfortably. And seems the more I step back a little bit and I can see clearer. That's 100%. Effect on the team. We are more focused around our performance reviews, what guys are actually trying to achieve personally, to the point diet and working out at the gym and stuff like that. Some of them have wanted to do that and have been held back by needing to be at work early or whatever, and so we're working with them on both of those things and setting goals, and that's been quite interesting watching how that's actually starting to affect the performance on site. How's my mindset changed in the last 18 months? Massively, yeah. The meditation, I've been wanting to give that a go. I'd had clients actually say to me, oh, do you meditate? Have you tried it? And I'd kind of have it in that, like you do, in your subconscious, and thought about it, and late last year I started trying it on that car mat that you guys recommended, and now if I'm having a bad day and I haven't meditated in the morning, I'm like, that's been quite a game changer. Yep. It's all about the top 2 inches, isn't it, at the end of the day? How you deal with these big decisions and problems coming at you all the time, it's how you deal with them. I actually saw a phrase the other day that connected with me, and it doesn't always connect with, there'll be certain things that people will say or you'll read and it'll connect with you, but that connected with me, and it was the state of your life is the reflection of your state of mind. And I was like, wow, yeah. Because you hear, and it's funny how when you start doing more mindfulness stuff, you start hearing people say things, and they've already made it not work, just because they're actually talking about it, saying, oh, that'll never happen, and it's unfortunately very, very prevalent. So being aware of that's probably been a real, it's huge. You can't put a dollar figure on that. I'm a lot calmer, a hell of a lot calmer, and I think more proactively, I suppose, about when I go to talk to staff members or anyone in the business about certain things. We use the DISC reports a lot, and this year we've implemented the DISC report with the performance review and highlight the areas that are weaknesses and disadvantages and high energy points in their DISC. Often they're relating to where the lack of performance is, and so it's quite an easy way for them to go, oh yeah, okay, well that makes sense. It's not that they can't do something, it's just that they need to put a little more energy into it, and that's where they'll get the progress. So that's been really good, yeah, like really good. The first one that I went to, I was thinking, shit, you don't know anyone, and Brendan was straight on my case, put me on the sword, first man up on the board. I was like, wow, okay. But straight away I was kind of put at ease by how open and honest everybody was. Because just quite often in building, builders don't want to talk about certainly their margin or how they do this or do that, and everyone was just like, it's all about opening your stomach up and actually looking at the real issues. And I was quite excited after that first one, I really was. Stepping back from the tools and realising what you need to do to change your business is the biggest mental change, isn't it? I think anyone who's done it will tell you that. I heard Zane from ZB Home saying that the other day in his talk. So, if you really want to change your business, you've got to learn the skills that you didn't learn when you were doing your carpentry apprenticeship, if that's where you're coming from. And I think the fastest way to do that is join up with a company like TPB for sure, because you're going to get, first of all, sales and marketing. You need sales, and you need to attract good clients, and then you need to have systems and structure in behind it to be able to deliver it and make a margin and stay in business. So, if it's just she'll be right, like a lot of our competitors out there, you haven't really got a business. The goal is to be more recognised in the wider Canterbury area as a company that delivers high value and really good service. We're doing a lot of work with our lean operations on site, and recently just catching up with yourself, Marty, around the company structure and how we can give a wee bit of skin for some higher performance within the team. So I'm really excited about that, because that's something that's been boiling away in my subconscious for a while. We've got really good people, and obviously I want to retain them. So sorting that out is going to be a big part of it. We want to increase the turnover up to 5 mil in the next 2 years. That's our goal. and we've got a couple of mil to go. So yeah, but certainly really achievable now. Yeah.